Hello everyone, this is Ktrend Report. The first corner section of Ktrend Report is where we look at the news related to K-pop. And I'm wondering what you're thinking about to talk about in this section. And actually, we would like to talk about that thing that really makes your heart flutter, which is comeback. So we're going to start this corner by talking about the comebacks. So shall we begin? So the March and April in Korea, we could easily say that was a comeback war. So there were a lot of artists who made a comeback this season. Starting with ATEEZ, there were artists such as and so on. So there were so many artists who made a comeback in the spring season. And because of there were so many artists who made such an amazing comeback, the fans, some of the fans were actually saying that let's just put up the close sign because there were so many artists that you would like to support and celebrate their comeback for. And I suppose because there are a lot of award ceremonies and events going on in the end of the year season, or actually beginning of the year too. So I think there are more comebacks. The artists are making the comeback in March after all the events are over. So in the real-time trend on Twitter, there were a lot of related hashtags to the comeback. For example, starting with the ATEEZ one, the Korean hashtag goes ATEEZ는 승선 준비 중, which means ATEEZ are ready to get on board. So it's sort of a reference to how ATEEZ has a theme of pirates and how ATEEZ is going on a ship, and ATEEZ, the fans, are also following them on the ship. There's another one from IU, which reads Lilac Has Bloomed. The title track of IU's new album was called Lilac, and I think it's very fitting to the spring season, and the hashtag hence goes Lilac Has Bloomed. And there was also a hashtag related to Baekhyun that mentions the title track's title, Bambi. And there's another one for Astro. Their title track was called One, and this Korean hashtag actually used One as part of its hashtags, and really signifying how Astro is ready to make their comeback. So there are a lot of different hashtags that were used for various artists, and the hashtags are usually used for checking how many fans are around in order to support the comeback, and also the promotional hashtags to use on the day of the release or the comeback, and also the hashtag to use to encourage the streaming or download of the music. So there are many really clever hashtags that fans make in order to support their artists on Twitter. So if you look at all these hashtags, you can really tell how fans are putting a lot of love and support to their favorite artists. And celebrating their 9th year anniversary, there's a group who announced a surprise comeback. And do you have a guess on who that is? It's none other than EXO, EXO. And on April 8th, EXO has celebrated their 9th year debut anniversary, and they have released the logo artwork of that looks like a cake to celebrate their debut anniversary, and also released a new album spoiler on their official social media account. In this spoiler video, the members Xiumin, Baekhyun, Dio, Chanyeol, Kai, and Sehun has appeared, and they have introduced the music video shooting studio themselves, and also shared their thoughts on preparing the albums. So I guess they're the little spoiler on the new album. They have mentioned that it's going to be the aircraft concept, which I have never heard about, so pretty excited about that. And there is also a fan event going on, so if you share the moment that you fell in love with EXO, then they're gonna pick the lucky winners to give out the Polaroids, which is very exciting. And these these photos are actually from the 2012, 2013 when EXO just made their debut. So it's gonna be a very rare and precious item for the fans. And when this news was released, the fans have reacted to this news that maybe there's more that they are hiding from us, and there's going to be a lot of exciting events that's going to be released in the coming days. So that was about EXO celebrating their 9th debut anniversary and doing lots of events and making a comeback. And March and April were also months that the promotion of solo artists was really outstanding. And there were solo artists such as ROSÉ, IU, Baekhyun, Kim Sejong, Kim Jae-hwan, Kang Daniel, Hwee-in, Kyuhyun, Yoon Ji-sung, and more. All these solo artists actually made a comeback in the months of March and April. And especially Baekhyun and ROSÉ have set a new initial Chodong record, which is the first week sales record in the respective categories of male solo artists and female solo artists. So congratulations. And especially for Baekhyun, the third mini album, Bambi, has surpassed 860,000 copies in initial Chodong sales and has placed first in the initial Chodong sales rankings of all solo artists. And actually the second place was his own second mini album, Delight. So that's sort of breaking his own record and also setting a new record for all the solo artists. And for ROSÉ, this R album was her first solo album, so that was probably much more meaningful for her as an artist. And another remarkable thing is that Hwee-in of Mamamoo has uploaded the live clip of all the B-side tracks that belongs to the first mini album called Red. And if you are a fan, you probably have given a listen to it. And it's they're such an amazing tracks. So I'm very curious, as of this filming, we have not heard the title track yet. So very excited to listen to the title track and add another great solo artist song to the playlist. That was all the solo comebacks, and we're very excited to see which solo artists would make a comeback in the next coming months. And a program that is not an artist also made a comeback with a new season. It is Kingdom. And if you remember, last year there was a program called Road to Kingdom, which is sort of a season 1 of this particular program. And after almost a year, it has made a comeback with a title called Kingdom and with a subtitle of Legendary War. And in Road to Kingdom, The Boys has placed first and has confirmed their appearance on the Kingdom. And there were a lot of fans' speculation and anticipation on which groups would appear on the Kingdom. And now you probably know that a total of 6 groups, B2B, iKON, SF9, The Boys, Stray Kids, and ATEEZ are appearing on Kingdom and has jumped into the war of trying to claim the throne. And the program has garnered a lot of attention from the fans and viewers alike, starting with the first introductory stage. And do you have any guess on which team would become the legend in the Kingdom in 2021? We're very excited to watch the performance and which song and stage that these amazing teams are going to perform in the upcoming Kingdom stages. And that was the Kingdom, and I believe it's gonna be still on air when this particular broadcast is going to go on. So please share your guess and send the support to your favorite artists on Kingdom. So how do you feel when your favorite artist makes a comeback? There's a new song, there's a new concept, and there's also a lot of anticipation around those things. Regardless of which things that you are into, we hope that all the comebacks that you are going to experience is going to be fun and enjoyable. And that's the end of this section. And please stay tuned until the next section comes up. And that was the Ktrend report of the K-pop trends section.